It is 90.3 The Rock, and good afternoon to you. I'm Benny, and you are tuned to 90.3 The Rock, of course, live radio. And you're also checking out UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. You can check that out Thursday, Saturday, Sunday nights at 9 o'clock on Channel 194 on your Comcast digital package, Channel 65 on campus here. And what we like to do is we like to have bands in to play live on the radio, especially if they're playing somewhere later that evening here in our lovely burg. And then we'll videotape that, and then we will edit it up. And then we'll put it on TV here in a couple, 3 weeks. So you're going to hear this live on the radio, and then in a couple, 3 weeks, you can check it out on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. We'll let you know more about it and when it's airing at WUTKradio.com. We'll keep you up to date there. So check that out tonight down at the Catalyst in the Old City. They're putting on a real fine show out of, I think, Cincinnati, right? Is that where 500 miles to Memphis? Yeah, out of Cincinnati.
Right.
Ohio, out of Hamilton County. They're going to be coming down 500 miles to Memphis, coming to Tennessee, back to Knoxville to play. They used to haunt the old Corner Lounge quite a bit. And Andy Pirkle and his Axis of Evil, or is it the Axis of Evil? Which is it?
That's the Axis of Evil.
Okay, good. The Axis of Evil, the only one. They're going to be helping to kick things off tonight down at the Catalyst in the Old City, probably doors around 9, showtime 10-ish, something like that, I guess. Yeah. And in studio, we have got Andy Pirkle and the Axis of Evil. And we are happy to have Andy back in. I guess you were here when the first Country Carnival show thing played down there at Catalyst, I believe. Isn't that right?
Yeah, wasn't that back in June?
I think it was. It's been about a month and a half. And look at you already. You done growed up to a whole band, man.
That's it, man. We're glad to be back here.
Well, we're glad to have you, man. Before we go further and get you into a tune and come back and talk about how you growed up from just 2 into 4 now, I guess, why don't you go ahead and introduce the rest of the guys and let us know who's playing what with the band and who's going to be on stage this evening as part of the Axis of Evil.
All right. Now, got my buddy Josh Sidman here. He's playing bass guitar with us. How do you end up here in Knoxville?
That's too long a story.
He's got to get to work.
So. He's been around. Yeah, he does have to get to work, doesn't he? Got my buddy Mike McGill playing 6 string.
Welcome back, Mike.
Thank you, Benny.
Yep.
And the Keebler. Oh, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, come in and wave to the crowd because you're kind of off camera there. There we go. You got to give the drummer some. Absolutely. Like I said, had you in here not quite 2 months ago, and it was just you and Mike, I think, basically. And you were just starting to get the feel of this thing. I'm going to come back and talk to you a little bit about it because you definitely seem like you're kind of in full attack mode. You're feeling pretty good about it. Got a whole band around you, some great players and singers with you. So why don't you go ahead and do one first? We'll come back and talk a little bit about it. Again, Andy Pirkle and the Axis of Evil. Played at Club Catalyst this evening with 500 miles to Memphis. What you going to do first?
This one's called Piner.
All right, Piner on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV, The Rock Unplugged.
It's 9 o'clock and you're climbing the walls. Sit by the phone, but you know no one will call. No one will call. Lonely again. You'll never learn. When the truth now lives a lie every time, and leaving's gonna hurt the worst. You're off somewhere, and I'm right here. I'll never learn.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff for a Thursday afternoon. Andy Pirkle and the Axis of Evil right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And live in studio on 90.3 The Rock and on UTTV. Again, The Rock Unplugged. You can check it out Thursday, Saturday, Sunday nights at 9. Channel 194 on the Comcast Digital Package, Channel 65. Here on campus. Good stuff, Andy. Good stuff,
Man,
buddy.
thank you so much.
As I said, you guys playing Club Catalyst tonight. 500 miles to Memphis. An excellent band out of the Cincinnati, Ohio area coming in headlining. Is there another band on the bill, or is it just you guys?
Sure is. There's a band called The Blend on the bill.
That's right.
That's some good friends of ours.
Where are they from?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
All right, cool. So we got a triple bill going on down at Club Catalyst.
That's it. Ed Courts, man. Ed Courts, LeBron Lazenby.
Oh, is that who that is?
Aram Tack Borum.
Oh, Lord.
Did I say that right?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I've had one of those guys in here at least 4 or 5 times playing live, and I've probably butchered their names every single time they play. They're great musicians, the T-Bros.
That's
but
it.
And Ed, it's always good to see Ed Courts, speaking of the Corner Lounge, on drums. But what you guys, of course, like I said, Andy, you've been around the scene, around Knoxville for a while, playing mainly, and I guess you could call it a little bit charged up rock and roll bands, possibly. But you've kind of made a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a change, I guess, a little bit, but it's something that's pretty much an honest change, isn't it? Because, I mean, you've been going through some changes personally in your life, too, and this music kind of goes side by side with that, doesn't it?
That's it, man. That's it. And I'm just steeped up in country and honky-tonk anyway. Mama always listened to IVK on the way to school in the mornings.
So you had no choice, man.
That's it.
And it's music that's very indigenous to this area, of course, and a lot of folks in this area, like you said, grew up listening to it. But you can also kind of put a little bit of a rock and roll twist to it, kind of like the guys from 500 Miles to Memphis doing a little bit with that Americana rock thing going on. But you're kind of staying a little bit more true to the honky-tonk roots. Is that kind of what you wanted to, like I said, when we had you and Mike in here almost 2 months ago, it was just you two. But now you've rounded it out with a full, pretty much honky-tonk band. Is that how you feel about it and what you've been trying to do?
Well,
Macho.
Macho country?
Oh, goodness. Well, yeah, we're trying to stick to a more honky-tonk and country feel.
Yeah.
For the most part, we play a couple of rockers, and
It's in you and it's got to come out. So.
that's it. As time goes on, we're just going to kind of just do whatever we want. We are the Axis of Evil.
Yeah. Coming to your town. You do a good mix, though. I mean, you'll pick out some cool covers, but you're doing a lot of songwriting yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it comes slow. You know?
I say a lot, but you're putting a lot of effort into songwriting.
That might be a better way to describe it.
Right. Did you, when you've gone through this change from from Speed Shifter and other projects into more of this kind of country thing that you're doing, but was it a real easy process, not just musically, but songwriting wise? I mean, is that something that's kind of come more natural to you as well?
Well, I wrote several Speed Shifter songs right here on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
They started out that way, and then we supercharged them, I guess. But it's pushed me a lot as a musician to get in here with with these guys and just work on something new. I love it.
Well, you surrounded yourself with some good pickers, good players, good drummer, good musicians, and that will make you raise the bar yourself, I'm sure. And not just the bar that serves up cold beverages, but the bar of performance, I guess, because you guys never have a problem, I'm sure, raising that bar, and especially with the music you're playing. Again, Andy Pirkle and the Axis of Evil live in studio on 90.3 The Rock right now. And on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged, playing Catalyst tonight with The Blend and 500 Miles to Memphis. Again, those guys, good to have them back in town. You've been hearing them quite a bit lately on 90.3 The Rock. And the blend, who's going to go on first? What's the order? Do you know?
I believe we're going on first.
All
It'll
right.
be blend, and then 500 miles to Memphis will pull up the end.
Very cool. And, of course, they do the free show down in the Old City tonight. And once that's done, if you want to drift on over to the Catalyst, you guys will definitely be doing it up inside there. Why don't we get another one out of you before we come back? And because I know your bass player, like I said, we got to get him out of here on time, and I think we're going to be able to pull that off. How about another one for us, brother? What you going to do?
Sounds good. Why don't we do yours, Mike?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
This one
Let me put the
might be
7
one of those
second.
rockers we were
Let me
talking
put the
about.
7-second delay in.
Get out of your way there.
Oh, you're fine, man.
Cool. Step on up here, Mike. Tell us a little bit about this. One you wrote. What's it all
Yeah,
about?
this song I wrote, had to do with a girl.
Again.
Yeah, and records and baseball and
All the
drinking and thinking.
all the vital things of life.
Yeah.
Staples.
So I called it. Yeah, that happened too. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's called Lately.
Very cool. Lately, with Mike McGill at the front of the house here for Andy Pirkle and the Axis of Evil live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Let her go, boys.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, now lately I've been sitting here thinking, spending too much lonely time up drinking, spinning my records and waiting for you to call. I've had my share of troubles. Hell, I've been broken down, half-hearted, drinking doubles and driving nails to keep my lights turned on. Well, you know it don't make no sense unless all my hard-earned money's spent. My rolling papers cost 50 cents. I got ashtrays full of evidence. But ain't that the way of a rock and roll song? Well, lately I've been sitting here thinking, spending too much lonely time up drinking, spinning records and watching games of baseball. Had my share of troubles. Well, I'm all alone here now, drinking doubles and driving nails to keep my lights turned on. Yeah, you know it don't make no sense unless all my hard-earned money's spent. My rolling papers went 99 cents. I got ashtrays full of evidence. But ain't that the way in a rock and roll song? Lately I've been sitting here drinking, spending too much lonely time up thinking, spinning records, watching golf and baseball. Well, I've had all my share of troubles. I got half